guys! Welcome to our vlog about lipids and metabolism.
Hi everyone, I'm April and we will be discussing first the relationship between lipogenesis and citric acid cycle intermediates. One important process is lipogenesis, the synthesis of fatty acids from acetyl-CoA. But how is this process connected to the citric acid cycle, also known as TCA cycle? Let's break down the relationship between these two important metabolic pathways. First, let's quickly review the lipogenesis and TCA cycle definition. Lipogenesis stores excess carbohydrates and proteins as fat for future energy use. Provides fatty acids that can combine with glycerol to form triglycerides, while the TCA breaks down carbohydrates, fats, and proteins into energy. Supplies intermediates like citrate for biosynthetic pathways such as lipogenesis.
Now, let's dive deeper in the processes of lipogenesis in the TCA cycle to understand how they work together. Lipogenesis is the process where acetyl coenzyme A is converted into fatty acids, which are then transformed into triglycerides for storage. This occurs primarily in the liver and adipose tissue. When we consume excess carbohydrates and proteins, the body converts them into acetyl coenzyme A. The enzyme acetyl coenzyme A carboxylase then plays a critical role for converting acetyl coenzyme A into malonyl coenzyme A, the building block for fatty acid synthesis. These fatty acids are then combined into glycerol to form triglycerides, which are then stored in the adipose tissue as an energy reserve. On the other hand, the TCA cycle, also known as the citric acid cycle, is a central metabolic pathway that generates energy. It starts by breaking down acetyl coenzyme A into carbon dioxide, producing adenosine triphosphate and generating electron carriers like nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide and flavin adenine dinucleotide, which are then used in the electron transport in the changed energy production. But what connects these two processes? The citrate shuttle plays a key role here. When energy levels are high, excess citrate produced in the mitochondria by the TCA cycle is transported out of the mitochondria into the cytoplasm. In the cytoplasm, the citrate is broken down into acetyl coenzyme A and oxalase A. This acetyl coenzyme A is then available for lipogenesis, facilitating the conversion of carbohydrates into fats. The malate recycling mechanism further supports this process, where oxalacetate is converted into malate, which can return in the mitochondria or be used and produce nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate, which is essential for fatty acid synthesis. In summary, lipogenesis and the TCA cycle are closely linked. The TCA cycle provides intermediates like citrate and that are crucial for biosynthesis, including the synthesis of fatty acids. At the same time, lipogenesis ensures that excess energy from the carbohydrates and proteins is stored up as fat in future use. Together, these processes help regulate energy balance in the body, ensuring that energy is readily available when needed and stored efficiently in excess. By understanding the relationship between these two metabolic pathways, we can better appreciate how the body manages energy storage and production, ensuring its function efficiently in both times of abundance and scarcity.
Today, we're diving something super cool but often overlooked. What happens to fatty acids in our body? I promise, I'll keep it fun and easy to understand.
We all know that acetyl-CoA comes from breaking down any fatty acids, glucose, or even some amino acids. Cool, right? So, when we break down any fatty acids called beta oxidation, which they turn into acetyl-CoA. So imagine, in a tiny factory inside your cells, they called it mitochondria. Now, what happens next depends on your energy state. If you've been eating a lot, your body uses acetyl-CoA to make fats for storage. So this process is called lipogenesis. But if you're fasting or on a low-carb diet, acetyl-CoA helps produce energy or even ketone bodies to keep you going. Pretty awesome, right? So acetyl-CoA is involved in, first, the citric acid cycle, where it makes energy. Second, lipogenesis. it will store energy as fat. And third, ketogenesis, making ketones during fasting. And last, cholesterol. Yup, we all know that it's a building block for some hormones too. We all know.
Hello everyone, my name is Jasmine Marie Asuryo and I will be discussing the relationship between the lipid and carbohydrate metabolism. First, let me define what is lipid metabolism. It refers to the processes by which the body synthesizes, breakdowns, utilize lipids or fats for energy, structure, and other biological functions. These processes are essential for maintaining energy balance, building cell membranes, producing hormones, and supporting other vital cellular functions. There are 6 key processes in lipid metabolism. First, digestion of lipids. Second, absorption of transport. Third, storage of lipids. Fourth, mobilization and beta-oxidation or catabolic pathway. 5. Synthesis of lipids or anabolic pathway. 6. Regulation of lipid metabolism. And now, I'll be discussing the carbohydrate metabolism. It refers to the biological process by which the body digests, absorbs, transports, stores, and utilizes carbohydrates such as glucose, glycogen, and other sugars to provide energy for cellular function and maintain vital processes. 4 main functions of carbohydrate metabolism: immediate energy production, energy storage, regulation of blood glucose levels, and supporting structural functions. And now, we will proceed in the relationship of the two metabolism. Lipid metabolism and carbohydrate metabolism are interconnected metabolic pathways that work together to maintain the body's energy balance, support cellular functions, and adapt to varying energy demands. They share overlapping pathways and can compensate for one another depending on the dietary intake, hormonal signals, and energy needs. They also shared pathways in energy conversion. Both lipid and carbohydrate metabolism are vital producing ATP and the primary energy currency of the cell. Second, lipid metabolism and glucose levels. The body can switch between relying carbohydrates or lipids for energy depending on the glucose availability. Then last is the hormonal regulation of both pathways. The regulation of lipid and carbohydrate metabolism is tightly coordinated by the key hormones. In conclusion, the relationship between the lipid metabolism and carbohydrate metabolism is dynamic and interdependent. These pathways interact via shared intermediates like hormonal regulation and adaptive responses to dietary intake, fasting, or stress. Efficient balance between these pathways ensures the body can meet its energy needs under varying psychological conditions.
So now, we're going to explore the vital connection between B vitamins and lipid metabolism. As we delve into this fascinating topic, you'll understand how these essential nutrients impact our energy, heart health, and overall well-being. B vitamins are 8 water-soluble nutrients, which is the B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B7, B9, and B12. These vitamins play critical roles in energy production, nerve function, and heart health. And then, the function of these B vitamins are: the first one is the B1 or the thiamine for energy production and nerve function. B2 or the riboflavin, which is for energy and fat metabolism. B3 or niacin for energy and cholesterol regulation. B5 or the pantothenic acid, which is for fatty acid synthesis. B6 or pyridoxine for amino acid metabolism. B7 or biotin for fat synthesis, hair and skin health. B9 or folic acid for DNA synthesis. B12 or the cobalamin, which is for energy, fatty acid synthesis. And for lipid metabolism is the biological process by which fats or lipids are synthesized, broken down, and utilized into the body to meet energy needs, build cellular structures, and maintain overall health. So, it involves several key pathways including lipogenesis, which is creating fat, lipolysis, or breaking down fat, beta oxidation, or converting fatty acids into energy, lipid transport and storage, the movement of fats through the bloodstream to tissues where they are stored or used. And for B vitamin role, B vitamin drive lipid metabolism into B2, B3, B5, B7, and B12, which is for energy production, B5 and B7 for fat synthesis, B3, B5, and B7 for cholesterol regulation, B1 and B6 for lipid transport. And the health benefits of B vitamins is it supports healthy skin and hair, heart health, regulated cholesterol, enhanced energy and brain function. So, in conclusion, B vitamins are essential for efficient lipid metabolism, energy production, and overall well-being. Ensure you're getting sufficient B vitamins through a balanced diet or supplements. Thank you. So now,
Thank you for watching.